Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you find yourself well today. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Lily, and this has turned into somewhat of a series or a continuation. I am working on a soft fabric cover for a journal, and this is a replacement cover for a signature that already exists. And I kind of took it apart, and this is where we are. If you have been following me, which I hope you have seen how I put the cover together kind of in a collage approach. And then I showed you a very short video on how I stitched all the way around. Right now, let me just point out some of the things that I've already done. And I need to put my glasses on because even I can't see. I hope you can. I hope you can. It is, now let me bring it up close because I want to show you that I used some gold threading, and I hope that it picks up a little bit there. Some of that gold stitching or that gold threading. So what I did is I went around, stitched all around the journal, and then I went in with the sewing machine and stitched around some of the elements that I've added to the cover, like this envelope, and so I stitched around. And then I also stitched around this piece right here, this little section right here, not this one yet, but this one. And this is some of that snippet roll that I used. Did you guys see that ginormous snippet roll that I made? I'll link the video below. It is ginormous, and I started working on more of it in that video, and it's probably going to double in size. So go watch that video, you guys. It's hilarious how ginormous that snippet roll is. And okay, so stitch that with this sewing machine, and then I went over this little piece right here. So just a few of them I stitched down with the sewing machine. And now what I want to do is add some slow stitching to it. So I've already selected the embroidery floss, the colors that I want to use, because they coordinate so well. And of course, these are some of my favorite colors. Why would I not use my favorite colors? I know. It's almost redundant for me to say, and these are my favorite colors, because, well, you know, it's pretty obvious in my work. Okay, so, and I think I've already, I already kind of know which ones I want to, what areas I want to slow stitch in. Maybe here, maybe here. I really don't know. How is this going to turn out? I have no idea, but let me tell you, I want to slow stitch because I've been inspired to do so by Sagita. She's inspired me. And so has Caterina Giglio, and I think I've mentioned that in the past. My mother would have us do embroidery work when we were younger, just kind of taught us the basics. And I love embroidery work. I've always admired it. I'm at a beginner level in all the years that I've done it, so nothing too fancy. I know basic embroidery stitches, and this is what's fun about this. And if you follow Sagita and other amazing ladies, there's no right or wrong when it comes to slow stitching and embroidery. It's your own work. It's a reflection of your unique style. Okay, and so let's just get in there and poke the needle through, you guys. Okay, I'm just as nervous as you are, so we're going to do this together, and I'm going to go in on the reverse side. So I want to start right here. Let me make sure that you can see that. So, and the other thing that I want to point out is that I'm using a darner needle. I just want to say that that's what I'm using. I don't know really what the darner needle's intended purpose is for, but that's what I'm using. And I left the embroidery strand as it is. I did not separate it, so I'm going in full force, you guys. Okay, there is the first one. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. There it is. Okay, and let's just make some little stitches, I guess. So what do I want to do? Do I just want to do this? You know, I don't know. Let's just poke a hole and see where it takes me. let's not think about it. I want it to look random. I don't want it to look like too intentional. There's my first stitch. And I'm using a contrasting color against that. Oh, gosh, I even like that one single stitch, you guys. Okay, so what are we doing now? Let's do another stitch. It's so hard because I want to bring this up to my face, you know, so I could see much better. So if you see the top of my head in here, well, you may. But so I could see, even with my glasses on, So maybe I'll just bring it up a little closer. Oh, stop it. Knock it off, you guys. Look at those crazy stitches already. I'm loving it. Okay. So where am I poking this through? Right there? Okay, here we go. You know, off camera, I could do this and, you know, then if I don't like it, well, we can start over. But the pressure is on right now, you guys. You're all watching and, oh, yeah. So, okay. I know it's tough, isn't it? It's tough to see, is it? I hope not. Hope you guys are all having a great day and doing the things that you love. Okay, how's that? Oh, yes. I kind of wanted them to be a little bit straighter. They're kind of wonky, but I'm kind of liking that they're wonky, like it's not bothering me at all. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way across yet. Let's just see where it takes us. My sister and I hung out yesterday. We did we went to go get dinner. We ran some errands together and did a little bit of shopping. We went to the thrift store. We went treasure hunting, found some nice treasures. That was fun. And it's nice to go like right before closing time. Otherwise, I could spend hours and hours in the thrift shops. But if you go right before closing, then you're like treasure hunting turbo speed. Yeah. Because you know you only have like an hour and a half to go and look through all the treasures in the store. And yeah, that's what we did. And we walked away with some really cool things. So that was fun. I needed a craft iron or an iron to keep down here in the basement because I'm using the one that I keep in my laundry room. And so I found one and it was new for $5. So now I have an iron down here in my craft room. And you're probably wondering why I have an iron in my laundry room. Yes, I iron. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but I still iron my clothes. Okay, how's that looking? Do I want to go all the way across? Or do I want to stop there? I think I'm going to stop here and then maybe pick up over here. I like the way the colors kind of coordinate here, but I think I'm going to stop there and maybe do a little stitching over here. Let's turn around and see. Oh, well, what happened there? Okay, so I'm going to have to fix that and maybe pull some of the threads through. What happened? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm not being graded on this, okay? So, but if you were to grade me, what's my grade? Fail. I'll go back and fix that. So let's pretend we didn't see that right now. And I don't even think I need to tie a knot because, you know, it's an organic knot right there, you guys. Oh my gosh, that's okay. Let's just leave it. Let me just tie that knot there at the end. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not worried about it. All right, so there it is. How's that? Do you like it? Oh, I'm going to love this cover so much. I showed you what it looked like when it was folded the other day. And look at it now. It's like it's all coming together, isn't it? Oh, this is... I mentioned before that I only want to create projects that I absolutely love. When I look at them, I want to make it so that they'll be hard to part with, because I'm actually making this journal to complete the one that I had started like a year ago, and I will be parting with it. It's going to be tough. Will I part with it? Who knows? I have no idea. You know, I may keep it forever and ever, but you know, the more I work on it, the more I love it. So, okay, let's continue in a different area, and maybe I'll be more careful with what it looks like on the back, but look at that craziness right there. We'll fix it. Maybe fix it. Okay. Can you tell me where I should go for more stitches? More stitching, just random stitches. I think I'll come back over here on this side, just so I add a little bit of balance to that, right? And let's see here. Oh, my family's upstairs, making all kinds of noise. I told you I can hear everything down here in the basement. I hope you can't. That's okay. If you can, well, you know, I live here. Those are living sounds. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Yeah. I'm really excited to finish this journal. And I want to, I'm doing this basically to show you what my steps are. I may not show you everything that I do on it. I will be adding a button here and there. I went through my buttons, and there aren't any that are really calling out to me, you know? So I haven't found that perfect button. I have a lot of them. And so I'm hoping that one of them will just be perfect. Perfect here. How's that? How are those wonky little stitches? Let's do one more. Let's go down there. Let's see. How's it looking on the back? Not so bad. Much better. I think I just wasn't pulling taut enough over here. So there you go. Lesson learned. I'm not worried about all the mistakes I'm making, because you know, you have to make mistakes in order to get better and better. We're not aiming for perfection. We're just aiming for progress, right? All right. And how's that? Well, so far so good. I think I like it. And what if I do some straight stitching? Where else do I want this thread over here? Do I want some right here along this border? Maybe just a little bit there? Or do I want this one here? Oh, I think I'm going to save this space for some of this. It's like a coral color. Matches really well with this rose trim right there. Yes, so I'll wait for that. Maybe down here. Let's try some down here at the bottom. Just get in there. Oh, what if I do some X's? I would do X's and O's, but I don't think my O's will look like O's. So let's not even go there. Oh. Where do I go? Let's see if my X works out. And it did. Look at that. Oh, Sagita would be so proud. Wouldn't she? I don't know. Oh dear. My needle. Okay. Let's make some more X's. All right. Well, that one's a little bit wonky, but that's okay. I still love you. Okay, let's do one more over here. I was worried that this needle would be too thick and maybe leave some ginormous holes in the paper, but it's looking pretty good. I like it. And I'm making sure I'm pulling taut so that I don't have a crazy mess on the back. Not too bad, you guys. I'm getting better. Look at that. Those little X's there. Do we do one more? Nope, I'm going to leave it. Just 3 of them. So let's make a little knot back here. For years and years, I collected Mexican embroidery. And in my moves, I lost all of my embroidery pieces that I had been collecting from family that had made it, 20, 25 years ago. So that's a bummer. And it was the Mexican embroidery, the hand embroidery, you guys. It was just as nice on the reverse as it was in the front. It was amazing. And I wish I had pieces to show you. My mother does. So maybe I'll borrow one of her embroidery napkins to show you the incredible embroidery work that is done in Mexico, and I'm sure in other countries as well, but I only have items from relatives from Mexico. Okay, how's that? I love it. Yes. Yes, girl. Okay, and so that is where we are right now. That is it. You know what I feel like doing? I know you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I almost feel like adding paint splatters to this. Just kind of shake some white paint onto here. Oh my gosh, I'm so tempted. And I like that weathered look on my paper, on the ephemera that I've made, postcards and envelopes, things like that. And I almost want to do that to this. Just do some white paint. I may do that. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. But how do you like this? Because I love it, and I just can't wait to put the signature in it. Let's see. Do I have the signature handy to show you? I don't. It's way over there because I set up in a different area. I'm in the basement, but I'm in right in front of one of the windows to get some really good lighting. So, all right, this is where we are, you guys, and we are making progress. Thank you so much for being here with me. You guys have a wonderful day. You take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.